In 2015, the Bureau of Indian Affairs put together the Reserve Treaty Rights Lands Program, or RTRL. The program is federal funding for tribes to have input on Aboriginal ground that's being managed by others. So the pot of money is a national pot of money. So any tribe within the nation can pull from that pot of money. So I think it's like $15 million nationwide, set aside specifically for RTRL projects. And any tribe can put in for a project. You know, the primary thing is fuels reduction, which is reducing the risk of fire. But it still falls back to what's the priority to the tribe on that piece of ground. So we've done projects where we've done the thinning, we've done the piling, we've done understory burning, but we've also done like restoration of streams, and that was a priority to the tribe. So there's a lot of things you can do with the funding. You just have to make sure it's put into the proposal, and then once the proposal is approved, then you're good to go. And we've done it a couple different ways. We've pursued partners, and then we've had partners pursue us. And it works either way. Really, the biggest thing is the tribe wants to pick the partners that have the influence on the property that the tribe has an interest in.
You know, we do have responsibilities in federal government to consult with tribes on all of the actions that we undertake in managing these public federal lands. But this is different. This is more collaborative. It's more of a partnership. RTRL provides a space at the table for the tribes to really guide and direct the type of work that we're doing. You know, from the BLM point of view, we do our work better when we're working collaboratively and at a landscape scale.
One of the great things about the RTRL program is it's not limited to federal lands. We're doing lots of work on land that the Nature Conservancy owns. This land used to be private industrial timberland, and RTRL is helping us restore it. It's helped us fund thinning work, prescribed fire work, invasive species work. It's helped us reseed native plants, culturally important plants. It's also helped us prepare cultural encampments for tribes to spend time on their Aboriginal homelands. It's a really holistic program.
Building a proposal, you know, you meet with your partners, you start building what you're gonna do, you start collecting your documents, putting them together, building a proposal, which takes a little bit of time, bringing all those documents together, getting all the supporting stuff.
That could take anywhere from 6 months to a year. And then once the proposal is developed, then you send that to the region. That gets reviewed, goes to the national office, gets approved. So that step could generally take, you know, a year or more, depending on how large your project is and how involved your project is. You have to do agreements once you're funded. Contracts, you know, if you got to move money, you have to hire on people if you need a crew.
So when the project's done, then you have a portfolio of what was all done, and it's easier to apply next year. When starting out an RTRL project, they want you to start at about $1 million, and they want to see it last for more than a year. So for your first one, I'd say it would be about $1 million for 2 years, and they want to see you do work with that partner over a continuation of time. Don't bite off more than you can chew, you know, so start doing projects, just get your feet wet with working with partners around you, and then start growing from there.
One of the other things with RTRL is to increase tribal employment, and it does that. Not all tribes have reservations. So RTRL is an avenue for tribes that don't have any land to do projects. Before the funding and before RTRL, tribes really didn't have a say on ground that was being managed by other agencies, other partners. Now with that funding, they have a say. They have input, and they have leverage with that RTRL funding to help get that work done.